Hello, Frank here. Time to do my quick race review of the 2026 Cookout 400 at Martinsville. Basically, it was the Denny Hamlin show. He led for almost 300 laps during this race, like I think 292 total laps. He was the class of the field all race long. There was no one else that was even in his league for the most of the race. That could be because of track position and how good he is on the long runs, because this was basically a green flag race with a couple key cautions and key spots. But essentially, if it stayed green, Danny Hamlin was the car to beat. And the moment that changed the entire race for the eventual race winner in Denny Hamlin was on lap 312. A caution came out for a broken brake caliper and rotor from Ty Dillon's car. Because when that caution came out, Chase Elliott was in the lead because he was in the middle. He was in the middle of his pit stop strategy because the leaders had just pitted and he was a top 10 car all race long. But where him and his team was doing a two-stop strategy, he was in the lead, gifted him the lead in track position for the final run of the race. And so the next restart, one car stayed out, and that was Ross Chastain. Everyone else pitted on the lead lap. And a quick caution for a 12-car crash gave Ross Chastain the lead for another restart. That 12-car crash ultimately was a race changer for Bubba Wallace, because he was a top 15, top 20 threat all race. He didn't have the setup for the track. Ultimately, he pretty much checked his car into orbit, ultimately wrecking himself in the process and 10 other drivers. Basically taking Bubba Wallace out of the race entirely, and his teammate Riley Herbst, and ruined the day of Zane Smith. He says he got it in too hard, but I mean, I'm sorry. It looked like to me he lost his head a little bit, but that is neither here nor there. That's just what happened. But on the next restart, Chase Elliott managed to get the lead, and Ross Chastain then ultimately slid backwards, gifting Chase Elliott the lead. Denny Hamlin ultimately didn't have enough for the Chase Elliott, who was able to get out in the lead and get into a rhythm, maintain lead. For a deep dive, stay tuned to my YouTube channel to get a deep dive on this race.